Greetings, Keechlings. Keech Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom, Chapter 780. I also just uploaded One Piece, so go check that out if you're interested, but in for the Kingdom. Alright, we're getting a battlefield layout. We are in the hundreds of thousands range for both armies. Offense and defense in the Central Army. Okay, so the Osen Army versus the Shibuso Army, essentially. Let's see here. Ako Army. Hey, still no report from the units that went chasing after Raboku. We got word that the Haishin unit joined in the chase, but haven't heard anything since. If Raboku escaped, they would have come back. There's no signs of that either, so what's going on? So there's confusion. Ako-sama, the enemy backlines have started moving. They number roughly 20,000. 20,000? We started this melee with 30,000 on each side. They're adding another 20? Akusho, or Gakusho-sama, the Kansaru army is approaching from the rear. Send our troops to the left. Make room for the Kansaru army to your right. Someone give me a sword. I'm gonna kill Akko. Haha. Asshole. Let's see here. Fun, are you okay? No, I'm not. Let's see here. Kansaru-sama. The Gakusho army is moving to the left. He's making an opening for us, thoughtful as always. In that case, we'll trample over them on the right. Akusama, 20,000 enemy troops approaching. Ride out to meet them. Have all the reserves spread out along the battlefield, or the front lines on the left flank. Yes, sir. What, the 20,000 strong Kansaru army isn't shaking them at all. These guys are actually planning to engage them while we're still battling them. Ridiculous. You are truly a most valiant man, Akko. But if you spread your troops thin like that, it's easy to rip through you. Shoho-sama. Shiryu-sama is in position on the left. 20,000 units closing in straight ahead. That army's got to be heading for Akko's area, too. You said 20,000, yeah? Yes, it seems that way. That's bad. Akko's fighting against 50,000 and just under 30,000. We've got 30,000 to the enemy's 20. Should I send my extra 10,000 to Akko? I don't even. Akko might. So another what? What does that sound? There's a rumbling. Let's see here. Reinforcements for Akko. Moving up from behind us. What? Akko-sama from the rear? Reinforcements. It's reinforcements. What? Not just that. These numbers. There's another 20,000. Did you say 20,000? So is this coming from Osen's army? Because then that would leave him with 30, so... excuse me. Coming here from the rear, they've been split off from the 50,000 man main army, which means our lord has taken command of the main army and is already moving to begin this battle in earnest. We got Osen on the move. At any rate, this means that the Akko battlefield has become even with roughly 50,000 on each side. With these reinforcements, we don't have to worry about the rear. Fight to your heart's content. Here they come! Oh god, quite the melee going on. So, Osama, we'll get started too. I know. We'll use our numbers advantage to defeat them in a single blow. So now his, what was it, 30,000? So now we've got Akko fighting with the Kansaru and the Gakusho. While Jiage and Shoho are fighting. Oh god, that guy got his head cut through. Well, you are not holding back, are you? Kanzaro, you are something. Just what is that man? This much martial might. This man's truly is, Seki's first general. Kanzaro. Don't worry, or don't falter. If we can take that man's head, the enemy will collapse all at once. If you can take his head, he's taking all your heads. We outnumber them. Well, I mean, if you're outnumbering, just one man, the Zhao army. Use our numbers and surround them. That's the general of this army, Gyako. Cut him down. And you just got meleeed to death. So yeah, sure I was seeing this and I ain't happy strong. You can tell with just a glance his pure martial power, or prowess is par with Mobu. So this is Zhao. The elites supporting his flanks also boast unusual strength. They have 10,000 fewer troops than us, yet they started this fight, and are they so confident of overcoming that gap through fighting strength alone? He's just yelling like a madman. Zhao, but that confidence is a grave miscalculation on your part. New enemy. Man, that dude's dead. Good lord. I've got someone here too. My exquisite flower, the avatar of beauty and might. Shiryu. So she's coming in. So let's see. She's clashing with a general. Let's see what she does. Okay, he repels. She doesn't seem to be too dismayed by it. Shiryu Special Battalion engage. Bring it on. Shiryu-sama's elites too. The Shiryu unit's strongest soldiers have mobilized. There's no chance that Shiryu will be defeated, but I can't tolerate someone leaving a mark on my flower. The 1st Cavalry unit from my army will also engage with Gyako. Yes, sir. Okay, so now we're getting another look at the battlefield, and who is this? Is this supposed to be the Dinrimi army over here? Just idle? Yeah, it is. The Aku army has had life breath backed into them with those reinforcements, but those new enemies are putting up a fierce fight as expected. The Zhao army looks to be concentrating all their fighting strength on the enemy's general's location. Is that enemy unconcerned about the 10,000 man gap in power? Is it fine just to be silently watching like this? We haven't decided any orders from Osen-sama, or received any. We should know. We aren't simply watching on silently, but why do you think I've been given command of this separate 10,000 man army today when I'm usually part of Osen-sama's direct routine of advisors? Or retinue? Because our directive is a move as a share-kill army. Share-kill army? Well, it's true we didn't know the strength of the Seki army, but who also doesn't know the strength of our Dinrimi army. And that's because, since I'm always away, this army has been regulated to a support role to maintain equilibrium across the entirety of the Ken army. However, we only fell into that role because we are so capable originally. You are a fucking boast-ass bitch, ain't you? We were the most lethal force in the Osen army. Was. Isn't that right, Duke Darin? Sir. Shin Kakugaku. I haven't heard these names in a minute. I feel like I've definitely heard Duke Darin. And Kakugaku, I'm pretty sure I've seen him before. And then Sanshu, the Immortal. I don't remember him, though. It's been a while, but how about we go on a rampage? You're fortunate that so many worthwhile heads are lined up for the taking. Hanzaro, the so-called first general of the Seki army, Second General Gakusho. And lastly, the manifestation of Seki's violence, Jiaga. Which head shall we go after? Your question is flawed, dear sirs. It's not which head we take. It's which order will we take them in. My god. We'll start with the easiest one. Jiaga. Denrimi army, move out! Okay, they are cocky shits that are going to sadly be put in their place. I can only see it that way. So the Akko army is being taken care of. Being allowed to bolster their numbers and increase their advantages. When at first they were at a grave disadvantage. Spirits were high, but having extra men does not hurt in the least. Exactly what will happen, not sure. Zhao, he's having his woman literally fight a general. Like, my god, this man has no chill. Like, is she that powerful? I know she's had, like, some moments throughout the series, but, like, I don't know if she's general level, per se. Like, high level lieutenant, maybe. General, not sure. But then again, she's going against the guy who's, like, the manifestation of, like, their rage and stuff. So it's like, you know, are they considered a general then, or what? I'm not really sure. Jiaga apparently has been demoted to just berserker dude at this point. So yeah, that'll be interesting. And we're either being introduced or reintroduced into some members of the Denrimi army, who we haven't seen in a bit, so been relegated to a support sheer kill army, and I feel like that's going to bite them in the ass. Because that confidence is way too high for just being a 10,000 man army. I mean, they'll probably split up and help, you know, refill some of the ranks after a lot of men get killed, and they're all trained soldiers and whatnot, you know, elites and whatnot. So it's like, I guess it makes more sense that they would, you know, for like one of them, it's like 3 to 5 of an average soldier. So, but overconfidence usually leads to just bad things. I mean, I've seen it too many times. But we'll see. But yeah, Osen kind of coming in, making a move by sending, you know, some of his own troops over. That was great. Gotta respect that. He knows that his loyal servant Akko needed it, and he's delivered. It's like, do my bidding. It's like, yes, sir. Kind of deal. So it's like they had a telepathic link. Hey, boss, I need help. Don't worry, it is coming. So yeah. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about this chapter. Interesting setups for battlefields and whatnot, but we'll see if these generals are really on the, you know, the level of what they're kind of being set up for. I mean, we've seen a little bit of some of them, not so much from others. And Shibuso wasn't even mentioned, I don't think, once in this chapter. So he's just kind of sitting back there with, like, what was it, a 30,000 man army? So it's like not as big as, you know, our boy Osen, but it's not small either. So, we'll see. Anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on YouTube where I do long-form reactions, gaming, random stuff, suggestions always welcome. I'm also part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. And until next time, Keishlings, whew, a lot of crap happening.